Kellen Oaks has delivered 3 scoreless outings in the NCAA tournament, and the Beaver fans have liked it so far. And now can Oaks navigate 6, 7, and 8, starting with the all-ACC left fielder Zion Rose. A strikeout, a well-hit flyout to center, and a bunt bid that Wyatt Queen handled in the 7th. Now Kellen Oaks, first pitch swinging, line drive to left, past the dive of Gavin Turley. Zion Rose motors around second and is standing at third with a leadoff triple. A bullet and a gamble in left field.
Yeah, I just don't think it's the time to take the gamble right there. I mean, there's if that's a single, there's so many other things that can happen. You're going to force out still and play second base. I mean, you love the effort, so it's not an effort thing. It's just one where I just don't think you take this chance, Brookie.
Well, you get below a sinker. 106, this thing just stayed in the air forever, and I kind of empathize with Turley. You probably at first doesn't think he's going to have a play on it, and the ball just stayed in the air forever. But yeah, that's one of those you just have to put on the brakes and try to keep that ball in front and limit Rose to a single.
And now a very dangerous bat in Teg Davis. After the veteran Turley gambled in left. Davis, a stud freshman, was third-team All-ACC with those 18 home runs, a Louisville freshman record. On the ground, into the shift, enough to score a run, and Davis is aboard. It's a one-run ball game in the 9th.
And now you're really questioning it, because what does that ground ball look like if there's a runner on first base, right? Instead, it's an RBI knock, and the Cards have the tying run on base with nobody out.
Pinch runner you see is Tanner Shiver, who is getting married a week from today. So Tanner Shiver, who is always in to run and can do so very effectively, has 2 big moments in his life happening in close order. He runs for Teg Davis, and now Alex Alicea, who can handle the bat, singled his last time, squares and takes ball 1. Wheels start turning now for this Louisville offense. Again, this is Alicea, who is playing with a jacked up thumb. Has still delivered as he grits his teeth through this season. Runner goes, the pitch is strike, Weber's throw, got him! Weber fires a dart to get Shiver, and there's one away.
Boy, and this is one of those where the throw's up the line, and I think the tag beats him.
That is a great tag. Great tag. I mean, this is where having a 6'5" shortstop pays off.
Boy, it's up the first base side. We saw this in the first game, and yeah, he is no doubt out at second base.
Louisville's challenging the out call at second. The previous call is under review.
Wow, and you go from bunting him over to try to swipe the bag, and you talk about flipping momentum quickly.
Well, okay, so we talked earlier about the size difference between Alicea and Arquette. If Alicea is your shortstop right there, I don't know if he can make that play. I don't know if he can go get it. He's probably got to go airborne to do it. I mean, it's an amazing advantage to have just the things that he can do at 6'5" and the way he moves that most other humans can't at that position.
Up and down quickly, and he snaps it on the backside, and that is one heck of a catch and throw there by Wilson Weber.
How do you feel about bunt versus stolen base attempts?
Well, I think, you know, Louisville's, this is what they do, right? Six in the country in stolen bases. Shiver, this is what he's known for as his kind of role on the team, but boy, it stings when you got a lead, or you got the tying run on with nobody out. Next thing you know, now you got nobody on base, and just changes the whole mood of the inning.
The call at second base is confirmed. The runner is out. Louisville without a challenge for the remainder of the game.
It looked like Shiver was saying bad jump, and Weber's throw up the line. The way they teach it, you said we saw it in the game earlier today. Ben McDonald was talking about it. And, yeah, bad jump.
Well, yeah, I mean,
don't have to go.
In modern day, oh, this is where he hurt his finger right there, yeah. No, you don't have to go. But, yeah, the ability to throw the ball either on the base or up the first base side is clearly the way to miss for catchers. The tag is going to arrive sooner.
And now 2-1 to Alisea is bounced left side at Iva Arquette. Quick release, wide throw. Alisea bolts for second. Weber drops the baseball and can't find it. Alisea takes off for third. Wow. Iva Arquette threw it wide. Wilson Weber backed up. Alisea got to second. Weber threw, dropped it, didn't know the ball was behind him, and Alisea is at third representing the tying run.
You can cross this off the list of things I've never seen right here, and it's going to start here in a second.
This is wild. Loses it and has no clue where the ball went. And Alisea goes from his belly to third base. He has no clue. Arquette tries to be maybe a touch too quick, and when Weber loses it, he has no idea where the baseball went, and it was right behind him. See Snyder bringing him on, and that's it. You talk about the momentum flipping right back. What a wacky inning. This ball just comes right out of the back of his hand. That is wild.
I mean, we got some chaos going on night one here in Omaha.
I mean, Adam Vrabel, first base coach for Louisville, is ducking because he thinks the ball's about to come right at the back of his head.
And it went backwards.
And it almost went in the dugout.
Yeah.
And then what happens if it goes in the dugout?
Yeah, then you get a base. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be at the same place, I think, in this case. But still, it's hadn't seen that one before. It is a very good time right there for Mitch Canavan to go out and just slow everything down. I mean, there's one out. So a variety of things that Louisville can try to do right here.
Well, they've got 4 comeback wins in the 9th inning or later, among the most in the country. Tying run at third for Kamayu. Neighbors on a line into center. And this game's tied at 3.
Well, that flipped quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, you felt like the air may have gone out of that Louisville dugout when base stealers erased at second base, but exactly the opposite happened. This year, Oregon State is 40-1 when they're leading after 8 innings. Now we're all tied up.
Unreal. And Kamayu Neighbors, who's had kind of a rough game, not no errors, but just he's been so close to making so many big plays. How about that big play? Coming up ready for his opportunity with a game-tying knock.
A kid who was a walk-on at Cal State Northridge. Team leader. He's 25 years old. 6th year of college baseball. Delivers the game-tying hit here in the 9th inning. And he can run. Lucas Moore, the batter, and an 0-1 from Kellen Oaks. Drifts outside. Moore's a blazer in the left-hand box. Zion Rose and the Cards have life. Again, this all started with Rose's laser into left that Gavin Turley dove for, and that ended up a triple for Zion Rose.
Yeah, the usually reliable Beaver defense has been awfully shaky here in this half inning.
Ball.
2-1 on Moore. And a tale of 2 fan bases right now. Two and 2 on Lucas Moore.
This is This is a pitch you might see Neighbors go on right here. 2-2 count. You got a guy more that you know can protect him.
Not going. And a backdoor breaking ball is strike 3 called. 2 down.
I tell you what, credit Oaks right here for coming back in a spot that the place is starting to go nuts, and this is when the game can speed up on you pretty quick, and just freezes them with a backdoor breaking ball right there to get a big strikeout of Lucas Moore.
What a beautiful pitch. Moore only 23 strikeouts on the season coming into this ball game, but punched out in his last 2 at-bats.
And now the junior catcher, one of the captains, Louisville's own Matt Klein. This one gets away from Craig, who recovers. Not far enough for Kamayu Neighbors to test him. Louisville has been so good when Matt Klein has been healthy this year. 18 starts before tonight at catcher, and they are 16-2 with him. Lines one foul. Dad Scott here watching. Matt Klein and the Cards have made it back to the Men's College World Series. Dan McDonald's talked about this program being in a valley over the last few years. Really tough moments on the road back here. And Klein's been right in the middle of it these last 3 seasons. The 1-1 from Kellen Oaks. Klein lashes it foul, 1-2. Kellen Oaks trying to get this thing to the bottom of the 9th. Weak dribbler back to the mound, and Kellen Oaks throws out Klein. Iva Arquette and the Big Bats are coming up for Oregon State, and they will try to walk it off. It's 1, 2, and 3, but not before Louisville has tied it, improbably in the top of the 9th inning. What a top of the 9th inning that was. Absolutely wacky here at the Men's College World Series. Louisville ties it, and this is 3-3 now to the bottom of the 9th. And Trent Carraway at the top of this Oregon State lineup will lead it off on this grand stage on the first day in Omaha.
Well, it was a wacky top of the 9th, but this is how you draw it up if you're a Beaver fan. 1, 2, and 3, and you need 1 to win it.
Trent Carraway has been crushing home runs in the postseason. Just back in the leadoff spot these last 2 games. First pitch from the freshman Jake Schweitzer misses in. This Oregon State team who has had to do it the hard way these 3 weeks of the NCAA tournament since they lost their opener. They've had their backs against the wall. Mitch Canham's talked about it after that loss in the opener against St. Mary's. He said everything we've gone through this season, this must be the way it's going to happen. It makes for a better story, makes for better memories. Well, after that top of the 9th, now they're trying to walk it off. Carraway on the ground to third. Jake Monroe to Byram Hott for out number 1.
I'll tell you this, man, in this age where we got guys coming out of the bullpen throwing 96, 97, 99 miles an hour. You get a right-hander that's throwing about 90 that is not afraid to throw that 2-seamer in on their hands, and now he's got a chance to face one of the best hitters in the country.
In Iva Arquette. He's had a monster season for the Beavers after transferring in from Washington. I told you earlier, A.J. Singer's teammates said this guy is a Greek god in my eyes. Top 10 prospect according to our Kylie McDaniel. Couple infield singles, and he fouls off the first one. Iva Arquette was in the portal this summer. Landed with an Oregon State team that's got 3 walk-off wins this season. Did it in game 1 of Supers 1 week ago in Corvallis. That's up high. Ivar Arquette told us he was playing on the Cape. Mitch Canham flew 5 hours to come see him. And then Arquette visited Corvallis, and he said, I just wanted to be a part of this winning culture. He said the goal was to get here to Omaha. Told us I made the right choice. Fouls that one away, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, he certainly did. And they felt his leadership qualities from basically the moment he stepped on campus. It's everything they hoped he would be as a player and as a person.
Line drive, center field, base hit, Ivar Arquette. He squares one up, and the winning run is on for the Beavers in the 9th inning.
You got a sinker baller on the mound. You got to be able to get the barrel below it and not just beat it into the ground. And Ivar Arquette lowers that barrel and smashes one into left center field. That is a tall man dropping the head of the barrel to the backside of the baseball, and exactly what the Beavers needed here in the 9th. Some action. Get Schweitzer in the stretch and see if somebody can't run one in a gap.
Well, here's Gavin Turley with a chance to atone for the misplay in left in the last half inning. The program's all-time leader in home runs in his career against the freshman Schweitzer. Oregon State has never won a men's college World Series game with a walk-off, despite all their history here. And this guy has been as good as anyone in program history with power production in the NCAA tournament over his 3 years. Turley on a line to left into the corner and all the way toward the wall. Rose cuts it off. Arquette gets the windmill. Alisei's throw, not in time. The Beavers walk it off.
And finally just wear it.
Just embrace it, young fella.
Who else but Gavin Turley scoring Ivar Arquette all the way from first. And 2 Fridays in a row, there is magic for Oregon State in the NCAA tournament.
A young man who has his name in quite a few record columns in the Beaver history book now adds another one. Walk-off